Heading up to Hyner, 50K this morning at Hyner State Park, like north central Pennsylvania, like Mill Hall, North Bend area, whatever the town is, I don't know. It's like a 2.5 hour drive from home. Got about an hour left. It's like 6 o'clock now. Should be there about 7. Race starts at 8. It's a huge race in PA. There's over like 1,000 people that partake in it every year. I think there's between 350 and 400 in the 50K. Like there's definitely over like 1,000 in the 25K option that they have. I never did the 25. I've always done the 50. They changed the course a couple years ago. It's more like an out and back. The one section now that's not, it makes the race not as hard as it used to be. But the race itself, to me, is like a rite of passage in PA. So if you're a trail runner in Pennsylvania, at some point in time, you know, early on, you have to run Hyner, whether it's the 25 or the 50K, as a rite of passage to be considered a real trail runner from Pennsylvania. It just, the essence of the race itself encapsulates what PA is all about, you know, like technicality, rocks, hills, you know, maybe some access road type area as well. Maybe a waterfall or two. I can't remember the whole course offhand. But it just has such a following, probably the biggest following in PA for a trail race. So that's why I have to say, like, you have to come and do this if you're an actual trail runner from PA, to be considered a trail runner from PA. This is like the 4th time at least I've done this race. Probably 5 or 6, I don't know. I'd have to look down at the results and, you know, how many times I've actually done it. But I got 3 hats from the race, so today will be the 4th that I know I have. That's their thing. For finishers, you should get the Hyner hat. People always wear them at other trail races in PA, and you're like, hey, Hyner. You know, it's one of those, I guess, better word to say it is like cult following. Whereas, you know, everybody knows what you go through during the race and what the race is about. But this year, my goals are a little bit different from past. In past years, I've always wanted to race this race for like time and placement. And I've always had a bad race as well. Like 2 years ago, you know, I was doing pretty good, feeling pretty good, and then I had some GI issues, and I ended up having to like shit in the middle of the woods. And as I'm shitting in the woods, like I'm off trail, nobody can see me because I'm on this descent, like behind some like laurels and stuff. And I watch like 10 to 15 people as I'm shitting just like pass me. So I was on a really good pace, you know, in placement, and then I just see this like wave of people, and I'm like, whatever, you know, sucks for me now. So then after that, I took it a little bit easier after that, because more people just kept passing me, because I just didn't care anymore. But that stuff happens, I guess, in trail racing. But this year, I'm actually planning to like take it easy from the get-go. I want a video. I brought my GoPro and stuff. I want to video the whole course step by step. Well, I'll say this, as long as it's not raining and thundering lightning, I plan on videoing it step by step, just to give people an idea what this race is all about. You know, the huge climbs and stuff like that. So I really don't have a time or placement goal per se. I would like to maybe stick with like the front pack for like the first mile or two, catch Reagan McCoy and Arling Blick, Trevor Fay, and a couple of those guys, you know, battling it out early on, like just for the first mile or two till we hit the really first descent, and then I'm going to pull back just to get them on film a little bit. We'll see if the plan doesn't change a little bit once I get there. Even though I don't have like a time goal, I still would like to finish in like 6 hours or less. It is a 50K, so it's very reasonable for me to be able to do that. Even though there's, what, I think like 5 huge ass hills that just like destroy, and it's I want to say 5,600 feet a gain. But these hills themselves, while they are steep, the last couple, there's always like bottlenecks, because that's when the 50K meets back up with the 25K. So you always get that bottleneck from the 25K people on like the single tracks and stuff like that. So it slows you down tremendously. We'll see what happens today. But when I say 6 hours today, is there's a storm front coming in probably 4 hours into the race, maybe a little like 4.5, 5 at the very most, supposed to hit us. So even though I don't want to race the race and I want to have fun and video it today, my strategy might change in an hour or two, where I want to race it and try to get done before the storm comes, because it's supposed to bring thunder and lightning, and I really don't feel like dealing with that shit. But I just want to, you know, see some friends today, hang out with the trail running community, get some videos going, introduce myself to some people. So that's really my plan for the day, and it's all about completion. This is the first leg of the Triple Crown and Blacklist, so I have to finish. So I got to make sure I play this smart, and if the rains come, be careful so I don't hurt myself for the rest of the races this year, and even the next 2 weeks. I got some big shit coming up, 2 more ultras next couple weeks, so I have to have my head on me today. But again, yeah, it's the first leg of the Triple Crown, which is Hyner 50K, World's End 100K, Eastern States 100 miler, and then the Blacklist throws in Black Forest 100K on top of that. So this is a good stepping stone. It's my first ultra of the year, even though it is, you know, end of April. I should probably had another 1 or 2 in already. I just been taking it easy as a build up with some of the issues I had. So we'll see how today goes. I've been looking forward to it. I feel good. My endurance maybe not where it's supposed to be or should be, because of some of the issues I've had the past couple weeks with energy and sleep deprived state. Doctor says I'm dehydrated, but I don't know. I felt better this week and the sun was out. Maybe I just was low in vitamin D. You know, sometimes you just need more D in your life. Joke's on you. Anyway, yeah, so that's my plan. I wanted to get that out there before I show up the Hyner, and then people talk shit afterwards. If I come in at like 7 hours, my plan again wasn't, you know, to come and try for placement or anything. It's about having fun today, getting the video done, as long as the storms hold off, and hopefully finish in like 6 hours. I don't even know what pace that is off the top of my head. So 31 miles divided by 6, what is that, like 12-minute pace. That might be a little bit rough with the hills and single tracks, but we'll see what happens. See if I don't have any issues today. Got like 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Ate breakfast on the way. Gonna eat a nougat bar, drink some Prime Energy before I actually arrive at the race. Slowly gearing up and waking up for the day. And I just chill and listen to some Joe Rogan. I listen to some Cam Hames and some Maggie this morning on some podcasts. I don't know. Either way, Hyner 50K is going to be happening in like 2 hours. It's time to get excited. Looking forward to it. I should have been here last year. I missed last year for another race because I was trying to stay local and save some money and pull back a little bit. So respect to Carl. Should have been here from last year with Carl. Ring the bell for him this year. Godfather of Hyner. So, all right, time to get going.